Welcome back to another video, people. This is a company which I have been wanting to look at again for the longest time. The company is called NIO. We have a lot of information to talk about with NIO, and we have a lot to talk about with NIO stock. NIO stock on Friday actually rallied by 1.2%. It was up. It wasn't a big gain, it wasn't at all, especially after the past few months, but it was a day in the green, which is good. So far in the past week, we have hit lows on Friday. This took us down as low as 34.81, if not slightly lower down here. But ultimately, we have been down quite significantly over the past few months with this stock. We have hit highs in the past few months of basically around $61, and from there, the share price plummeted. Now, ultimately, guys, personally, I think at $60, it was a bit overvalued. I think the market correction has hit EV stocks extremely hard. Well, this is something that we do know for a fact, and obviously, NIO has been no exception. So we've seen a lot of hard hitting for NIO's share price, driving the price down continuously, and now we have hit these lows here. But again, after Friday, you have to be asking yourself, is NIO about to pick itself up? Are we going to see more gains for NIO stock? Or is this a stock which you should avoid? Well, guys, to be honest with you, nobody knows for sure. I am obviously not a financial advisor. I am just somebody with an opinion. If you do want to hear that opinion, though, make sure to watch this video all the way till the end, as we are discussing NIO. We talk about some of the facts about the company. We talk about some of the things which we might be seeing with the company very soon. And obviously, we're looking at some of the figures for sales and some information which is coming out in the next few weeks. So make sure to watch all the way through to the end. Obviously subscribe, as I have mentioned, and let us jump into this video. So just a moment to reflect on how NIO has been moving on Friday in a bit more of a detailed chart. Candlestick is green, which is good. The wick towards the low side is quite equal to the one on the upside. So again, the highs and lows were pretty prevalent for both sides. Again, the body of the candlestick was quite decent, so a lot of interest. The amount of volume that we saw on Friday, by the way, was 84.31 million. The day before that, for some context, it was about 100 million, and the day before that, volume of 78 million. So we can see how volume does generally work with this stock. Again, Friday saw a bit of a green candlestick. The day before, which was Thursday, of course, it was a red candlestick, but obviously the body of the candlestick was quite up from the lows of the day, which is good. Again, it wasn't enough to bring us green, but after that day, and obviously after Friday being in the green, you do have to ask yourself, does this one have that potential to turn itself around going into the next week? Well, we're going to start off by looking at this article that we have over on The Guardian. It talks about the fact that Chinese firms are prepared to charge into Europe's market. I do love the pun that they make with electric vehicles and charge, but there we go. Basically, this is for electric vehicles, obviously, as well. So we can see, if we do have a quick read down here, when Tesla boss Elon Musk has heard about, obviously, NIO completing their 100,000th electric car, he offered his congratulations. But this is a big deal realistically. NIO has made their 100,000th electric car. And the truth about NIO, and obviously XPeng for that matter as well, and even Li Autos, a lot of these Chinese car manufacturers, they are in China. They're not really in Europe, they're not really in America. They are specifically solely in China for the most part. And again, if these do charge into Europe's market, as this article does suggest, we could be seeing big things going forwards. Now, what we are talking about in this article is the fact that these are saying that this does have, potential downsides for Tesla, as Tesla has obviously established themselves as a large company in the electric car sector. I'm pretty sure for a lot of people, when they think electric vehicles, they do think Tesla, and that is understandable. Here in the United Kingdom, Tesla cars are all over the place. The Model 3 was a bestseller around the world for the electric market in 2020, and it just shows what cheap electric vehicles can do if they're at the right price, if they are at the right quality as well. Now, NIO is a very interesting company because their products are quite interesting as well. I think that the price points aren't too bad, and obviously the products which they do offer are very unique. If you haven't heard of some of NIO's cars before, you can see them on screen. They have their ET7, and by the way, in my thoughts and opinions, this is a very nice looking car. They have other cars like the EC6, and they have a different body shape down here. So they have the EC8 as well. What I'm trying to say is that this company does have a lot of interesting models, and ultimately, as a car company, they have some actual advantages over other electric vehicle companies in the same sector. So again, what we are already seeing with this company is we're seeing a wide variety of vehicles. They have 4 cars, and again, they also have this battery as a service technology, which I do find super cool as well. Let's have a quick read about this one so I can explain what it is to you guys. We can see here, basically, you can borrow a battery, and here are the prices here. Now, so far we can see the savings. Now, this is in this currency. I am not too sure what currency that is, but it's obviously not United States dollars or euros or something like that. But it does show us how batteries can basically be rented. I do find this to be a very interesting thing. Now, one thing which is very, very unique, and we aren't seeing with a lot of other electric vehicle manufacturers, is the fact that apparently batteries here are chargeable, swappable, and that is the main thing which I'm focusing on, and also upgradable. So let's just take a minute to focus on this, and basically the benefits that swappable batteries do have for electric vehicles. First things first is obvious, we can get chargers a lot faster. If you can just swap out the battery from an old one which is not charged to one which is fully charged, you have no charging time as the battery is already filled up. Now, this is a major benefit which a lot of other electric vehicle companies do not have. So this really is a unique advantage for this company. The second point which we can see for a benefit for the swappable battery is the fact that obviously if your battery does get worn over time, as batteries generally speaking do, and of course this is going to be a big deal for electric vehicles, but once your battery is worn, it's very, very easy to replace. The third thing is something which I am thinking about, and it's not obviously confirmed, but let's think about this one realistically. If they do improve battery technology over future years, in theory we could definitely swap out batteries for much better, much more advanced batteries going forwards. Again, that is not confirmed, but it is definitely something to think about with the rate of advancement that we are seeing in this industry. So really interesting things that we are seeing for NIO. Again, they do definitely provide their own benefits and drawbacks over other electric vehicle manufacturers, but I do believe that there is enough to cement their place in both European markets, US markets, perhaps Australian markets, and markets around the world. So there is a lot of potential for this company in my eyes. One thing which backs this up is the March first quarter deliveries numbers that we are seeing. So this was reported on the 1st of April, and it tells us a lot that we need to know about the amount of vehicles delivered. So we can see down here, NIO delivered 7,257 vehicles in March of 2021, which is increasing by 373% year over year. Big gains have been made there. We can see 373%, and this company is obviously expanding at quite a decent rate. Going down here, we can see NIO delivered 20,060 vehicles in 3 months, which ended in March of 2021. And again, this is increasing by 423% year over year. The cumulative deliveries for the ES8, ES6 and EC6 as well, as of March of 2021, reached 95,701. So again, that is interesting. That is a good deal as well. And we are seeing a lot of sales for NIO. So clearly their cars are doing well in the markets which they currently are in. Now, going forwards into the next quarter, we are looking at good things. We can see here that in late April, if we can get a date on that, is the 29th, NIO is reporting their first quarter of financial results. So that is good. That is really interesting stuff. I think these, obviously based on the numbers that we are seeing from deliveries, are going to be better than expected figures. So here's my thing about NIO, guys. I think where we are with NIO right now is that this company is in a decent place. Looking at the stock, I think we're in a fantastic place because the stock was definitely well overvalued at values of $60 above. I think right now we're coming back down to a more realistic level where we should be with this stock. I think going forwards, the company is probably set to expand, and again, if they do manage to expand into European markets, US markets as well, I think this company is bound to skyrocket. The cars are at decent prices, and again, this is the kind of thing that we are looking for in both Europe, probably in America as well. We do want to see alternatives for Tesla cars. As good as Tesla are, they're not to everybody's needs, and again, the article does state down here, it is going to be the case that both legacy auto manufacturers and newcomers like Tesla are going to see competitors from other newcomers and obviously from other types of electric vehicle. So again, this is not going to happen just yet, I do believe. I think it is going to take time for both XPeng and NIO to become, cemented into other markets, but that is not a bad thing. Long term, this could be a very decent investment in my personal opinion, but that is just my thoughts. Tell me yours down below. I can't wait to look at the NIO financials for first quarter. Again, make sure to join me for that. We'll be looking at those when they do come out. I'll see you all then. Goodbye.